can you tell me what the difference is between these two players? If you said one of them is flicky and the other one has calm aim, well, this video is specifically for you and you might not like what I have to say. See, we, the Valorant community, have become obsessed with these surface level observations. The way a player moves their mouse has somehow become more important than why they move it that way, and instead of questioning the root of their inconsistency, we just give it a nice safe label. It's just their style. But here's the reality. Style without structure is chaos, and most of the players you're watching aren't showcasing a unique aiming style. They're exposing unresolved gaps in their mechanical development. Aiming styles. You've seen them all over YouTube and TikTok. Everyone is obsessed with having the most calm or snappy aim, and this is where I, zasko3, Valorant philosopher and part-time mechanical coach, step in to tell you how amazing these aiming styles are if you're looking for an excuse not to put in the work. Now, because I trust that that isn't the zasko3 community, in this video I'm going to walk you through everything you actually need to develop ultra effective aim, and by the end you'll realize it's completely doable to blend every aiming style into one and become an unstoppable fragger. What actually is an aiming style? Well, as I've already mentioned, the Valorant community has widely accepted the idea that it's just how you move your mouse in game. That you can have flicky, calm, snappy, or like some triple hybrid, so I don't know man, there's like 50 different aiming styles out there, and my question to you is, why the hell are we trusting the Valorant community to tell us how to move our mouse when we literally have the aim trainer mains? Like seriously, these guys dedicate their lives to moving their mouse from point A to point B in the most efficient way possible. They are literally like the Tibetan monks of the FPS world. Wise, disciplined, relentless. These guys sit there for hours clicking circles, studying everything there is to study about aiming mechanics, and then they share it here with all of us mere mortal Valorant gamers just for us to ignore it all and claim that aim trainers are useless in the development of aim because CS pros don't aim train. But I digress. What are the aim training monks trying to tell us? First of all, I've never once in my life heard any of them say the words calm aim or flicky style. Instead, we hear terms like tension management or explosivity. What's the difference? Well, they're never used in a mutually exclusive way. It's never you're either one or the other. Instead, it's more like, let's control this new level of explosivity with some better tension management and stability. Or, great job mastering your stability, now let's add some explosivity to your flicks to make them a little bit faster and more effective. The really flicky aiming style does not exist, okay? You've just got a whole lot of speed and explosivity and lack stability, tension management, movement reading, aiming discipline, and most important, mouse control. The calm aim style also does not exist. You're just simply reducing your speed and explosivity because you don't have the tension management and stability required to handle any more speed if you wanted to. Tension management, stability, explosivity, reactivity, aiming discipline, movement reading, micro adjusting, in-game movement, map knowledge, crosshair placement, and even your discipline and impulse control not to play Valorant like an uncaged monkey. These are just some of the key components impacting your gunfights in game, and I need you to view each and every one of these areas as an individual stat, and each of these areas can be developed regardless of your role or preferred pacing in game. I don't care if you dive onto site or if you like to sit back and hold angles. At the end of the day, movement reading, reactivity, aiming discipline, all these things are just as important, and there's no reason to neglect them. Now, I'm very confident that in no more than 1 to 2 weeks of conscious effort and focus, someone with something like slow, calm aim could learn to control more explosivity and get faster and more reactive flicks. Even more so, I believe that someone with a really flicky, chaotic aiming style could spend a bit of time working on their tension management and mouse control and see a world of improvement in their gameplay. To continue building off of that idea, I compare it to the gym. If you've been lifting weights for 5 to 6 years, the gains that you are making are extremely slow compared to those that you are making in the first few weeks. Slowly but surely over the course of your gym career, while you're smashing it out over those 5 to 6 years, the gains and the muscle growth is only slowing down. It gets to a point where, unlike the gains you made at the very start of your journey, to see the same level of muscle growth 5 years later takes a whole lot more effort and discipline. What I've done is apply the exact same concept here. Say you've got someone who identifies as the flicky aiming style and only only ever pushes their speed. Well, yeah, cool, they're 1% faster this week and they beat their grid shot score, but like, come on, they've been the same rank for the last 2 years and these 1% gains aren't going to change anything. The answer is not to lean into your aiming style harder and become an even flickier aimer. Forget what the Valorant community says, okay? You don't have a flicky aim style and it doesn't exist, man. The answer is to explore the areas of your aim and gunfighting that you have been neglecting this entire time and to reap the benefits of all those newbie gains that are there for the taking. If you have never thought about tension management before and have been death gripping your mouse the whole time you've been playing Valorant, I promise you 2 weeks of tension management will see close to 5 times more progression than if you were just sitting there spending that time on grid shot and then playing ranked. The same goes for developing map knowledge and crosshair placement. The same goes for reactivity and aiming discipline. And well, basically just anything that isn't what you've been doing your entire Valorant career up until now. Like, you've already maxed out those things, it's time to stop doing the same things over and over again. This is why in every single one of my mechanical coaching sessions, I always push people to at least spend half an hour to an hour on top of their comp games actually developing new skills and exploring new areas of their gameplay that they've never even thought of. Now, before we move on to the whole climax and resolution where I tell you how to become the best aimer in the world, I'm going to let you guys know that I am a mechanical coach. And if you want to purchase yourself a 45-minute mechanical coaching session where we break down these ideas and cater them specifically to the way that you want to play Valorant, the link to that is in the description. Alternatively, we've got the Ko-Fi where you can get access to weekly Q&A videos, a Discord server, and put yourself into a raffle where you can win a free coaching session. Either way, I appreciate you just watching the video and we'll continue. Let's go. So if it really is as easy as I say it is to improve your gameplay and aim, why do your snappy friends continue death gripping and overflicking on the most chill shots? And why do your calm aim friends still struggle to shoot strafing enemies because they can't react to the movement changes? Why don't they just improve? Why don't they do something about their problems? Simple. They've bought into a culture of limiting beliefs. If you're only ever surrounded by people that congratulate you for having a flicky aiming style or a calm aim style and never really critique you and question your thinking, chances are you won't question your thinking and you're just going to give in to the idea that, yeah, this is the way I play Valorant and this is the way it has to be. From there, the label of the flicky aimer solidifies itself in your mind and then you never really change it or think to change it, and neither will your friends. They're going to keep being the Valorant player that they truly believe they are. Now, as a philosopher, my job is to bring you a fresh perspective and make you question your current beliefs. And in this case here, I need you to understand that it's no different to me saying, oh, sorry guys, I'm just underweight by design and it's completely out of my control, and then making zero effort to bulk up whatsoever. That mindset would only drive me deeper into a calorie deficit, ensuring I never ever gain weight, and then I end up going my entire life suffering from low energy and poor mental health because I just couldn't even comprehend the fact that it is in human nature to make these changes. That's what the flicky versus calm aim debate looks like in my eyes. Your flicky friend has convinced himself that he is a flicky aimer, and instead of developing his tension management or crosshair placement, he just wide swings everything, death grips his mouse, and then just continues to do so on repeat until he gets bored of the game. Your calm aim friend, the exact same problem. He's convinced that he'll never have the speed or explosivity to compete mechanically with the players in higher ranks, so then he only ever focuses on game sense or something of the sort, just a hypothetical. Anyways, that's the mental side of things and why I think people are really stuck in their ways. But getting back on track, I want to mention the example of Primi, because Primi as a human being defies the concept of aiming styles, because there is no aiming style that Primi hasn't got on lock. If you take any of the best quote-unquote crosshair-oriented players or calm aimers or any of the sort, Primi does it better. But if you look at the flickiest, most mechanical players that run out into the open, Primi also does that better. There is a reason why Primi has the aiming / mechanical reputation that he does, and there's a reason why he's rank 1 like 10 acts in a row. He doesn't share the same limiting beliefs that the rest of the Valorant community have. He just simply develops what needs to be developed. And that's why when we look at Primi, we don't see a flicky aimer, we don't see a calm aimer, we just see the best aimer in the world. And that's what I'm trying to encourage everyone else to do. See through this fabricated idea of aiming styles and calm aim and flicky aim and snappy aim. So hopefully by now you get the point. But even if you do, it's time to actually do something about it. Here's your action steps moving forwards. First of all, the easy part. Just accept that it's possible to become whatever you want and aim however you want to. Look at this clip here. I showcase really good explosivity while also showing a completely stable landing. There's no shakiness whatsoever. There's no reason why I can't develop these two areas and see more flicks like this more consistently, and well, that's something that I'm going to do. Second of all, problem identification. I need you to go back and reflect on all the areas of your gameplay that you have neglected due to these limiting beliefs and just give them the time of day that they deserve. If anything, just completely detach from the idea that you're any kind of aimer and just look at a Primi VOD and just try and become like Primi, you know what I mean? But the third and final step is to just put some effort in to actually improve the areas that you've discovered. You clicked on this video and watched the entire thing because just like me, you also enjoy learning new skills and pushing yourself to new limits. Don't lose touch with that just because you're overstimulated by the latest bundles release and whatever headshot sound effect it comes with. Go back to what made this game fun in the first place, which was learning new skills. And well, if you combine the willingness to learn as well as the content you've just watched in this video, you should have hundreds of things to get stuck into researching and working on straight away. Go boot up your aim trainer and work on that target switching stability, or go jump in a DM and solely focus on your tension management. Make it a challenge for yourself to see how explosive you can get with your flicks while maintaining a really gentle micro adjustment and, you know, having good stability. Trust me, it's a hell of a lot more fun than just spamming comp. I love you all. Peace out.